Previously, we introduced our core series portfolio of pressure-sensitive adhesives to you, and Ilse talked you through the 7 benefits for our customers.
Andrew, I actually have a burning question about that. Previously, I briefly mentioned that we have selected 41 products. Can we actually cover all applications with these 41 products?
We claim that we can cover the majority of the bonding and lamination needs, and in fact, the products were selected by our team of technical experts. So let's go to René and see what René can tell us about the products.
Let's go through the 9 adhesive families now in a bit more detail. So the 9 families are high adhesion rubber, high shear rubber. We have Tacified acrylics and pure acrylics. We also have silicone adhesives, low VOC acrylics, high performance acrylics, acrylic foam bond, and permanent and removable constructions. So let's go to the first one, which is high adhesion rubber. High adhesion rubbers are by nature soft and aggressive adhesives. They are low in shear. Surface temperature is limited to about 100 degrees, let's say, and by their nature they bond well to a variety of different materials, going from low surface energy up to high surface energy.
René, what would be typical applications for this high adhesion rubber?
As I said, they are soft and aggressive. They are very well suited to bonding to irregular surfaces like we have in foams, polyurethane foams for example, or fibrous materials like felts and non-woven for example. Let's go to the next one. That's again belonging to the rubber family, but these are so-called high shear rubbers. So these are rubber adhesives that have been made with a high cohesive strength, so they're also harder in nature. So by that fact they are not well suited to foam bonding, but are more targeted to applications where some load bearing is required, so where some tension or stress is put onto the objects. So then we go to examples like hang tabs, hooks, security labels, point of purchase items or security labels. The next one is Tacified acrylic. These are acrylic-based adhesives with modifications or the addition of resins or tackifiers. So they are, due to that fact, they're still very suitable to the whole range of low surface energy materials up to high surface energy. They're also higher in temperature resistance compared to the rubbers, let's say about 140, 150 degrees. Medium shear, and typical applications there are again foam bonding, heat shields, thermal installations, etc. We also have the pure acrylics, so they are higher cohesion compared to the modified, so they are no longer with the addition of the resins, so they are pure. Due to that fact, they have higher temperature resistance and also better chemical and environmental resistance. So there you have to think more about graphic applications, badges and emblems, membrane switches, and bonding of different types of films to different metals. Silicone adhesives are quite a specific group of materials based on silicon technology. They are very high performance in terms of surface temperature, can go up to 250 and even 300 degrees centigrade in some cases. They have high shear, so high cohesion, and they are targeted to bond to specific materials like silicon materials, foams or sheets.
René, do our customers have to prepare the surface of these silicone foams for this adhesive?
No, in this case you bond what we would call like to like, so silicon PSA to silicon material, and then you don't need surface treatment. You could also do it with a Tacified acrylic, for example, but then you would indeed need a surface treatment. So as I said, applications bonding to silicon rubbers and foams, gaskets, etc., and also in applications where you really need these high performance in temperature and environmental requirements. Then we have our low VOC acrylic. So low VOC means that they have very low outgassing properties, and this is very specific in automotive environments where the automotive interior is important. So you find these applications in that environment. Also more and more in I would call living spaces. So indoor air quality is also more and more a theme. And maximum surface temperature, again, you have to think about their acrylics, so 150 degrees, medium shear, and bonding to medium and high surface materials. Then we have a specific class of acrylics again, which we call HPA or high performance acrylics, which are again having general features of acrylics, but they are extremely good in high holding power under stress and with great loads and also a very good chemical resistance. Typical applications, again, graphics, nameplates, membrane switches, etc. Let's go to the acrylic foam bond then. These are acrylic foams that are viscoelastic in nature. They have also very good energy absorption capabilities, and because of that they have very good holding power. Surface temperature up to 175 degrees, can go again to the spectrum of LSE up to HSE materials. For applications you have to think mainly of component assembly, so mounting and attaching of different objects in different applications like automotive, appliances, white goods, etc., electronic devices. Then we still have the last one, which is what we call permanent removable constructions. Actually, it can be based on different chemistries, but the particular feature of that is that on one hand we have a permanent side which attaches well, of course, to certain materials like foams, for example, and on the other hand we have a removable one which can be removed residue free without leaving any traces of the adhesive. Then you have to think of typical applications like surface protection for pads or covers and all kind of mounting of promotional items, for example. So this was the overview of the 9 families.
Thanks, Rene. That's great. So 41 products from 9 technologies, and you've already illustrated some of the wide range of applications. In fact, we still have a wide selection here, even in this core series. And I think in the next stage, we're going to talk about how do we find the right product. So the use of the 4-step product selection tool in order to come to the right solution.